back to WRPB. My guest in the studio today is Taylor Morgan from Kind Diners Society. Taylor, what is Kind Diners Society?
Kind Diners Society is a brand new business that launched just a couple of years ago. We do a couple of things, but the main thing that we do is inspire and encourage people to be kind when they go out to restaurants. I don't know if you know anybody that works in the restaurant industry. It's not easy. It's a very, very hard business to be in. And we saw that since COVID, people kind of got a little bit mean and they started taking it out on their waitress for some reason.
Yeah.
So we came up with a way to encourage and reward people to be kind when dining out, and that is the Kind Diner Society. Our members pay us a small monthly fee. It's $8.99 a month. And for that, they get a membership card. And they can take that card to any of our participating restaurants. We have about 150 so far.
Well,
And they get 20% off their entire bill every day of the week. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, whatever.
that's great.
Yeah, so they're saving a lot of money. But here's the thing, you have to be kind. It's a reward for being kind when you go out. And if they're not kind, we kick them out of the club.
So, how did this all get inspired?
COVID. We saw people after the restaurants shut down for 3 months, and people were stuck inside. When the restaurants reopened, they had first of all they had a hard time getting people to come back to work because a lot of the people who worked in restaurants didn't want to go back to work.
Right.
They wanted to do something else. They found something else to do during those 3 months that didn't include kowtowing, for lack of a better word, to people who didn't treat them properly. And so we saw that, just people. I was in the restaurant business for 10 years. And there was one instance where a lady belittled me. I was 19 years old, and she basically told me that I should go find another job because I wasn't very good at this one. And it was my first day on the job. And that stuck with me my whole life, Steve. So we wanted to do something to inspire kindness. And when we saw how people had kind of lost their minds after COVID, when they went back to restaurants, we found this thing. And it started to take off. And restaurant people totally understand that. I mean, every restaurant worker, every server has a story of bad behavior. But we knew there were kind people still out there. That's the thing. So we set out to find them and reward them for being kind. But we don't take that kind diners thing lightly. It's like I said before, if you're not kind, you get kicked out of the club. But we also walk the talk. So here's what we do that's different than any other kind of air quotes discount service. Every month, we take $1 from every membership and we set it aside. So every member's paying us $8.99 a month. We're taking $1, we're putting it aside in a pool. At the end of the month, we take all the money that's in the pool and we invite one of the members to come and have a meal with us on our own dime. And we give them the money in the pool and they surprise tip our server.
That's great.
And it's always $500 or more.
Wow.
So in the 2.5 years that we've been in business, we have now gifted back to local restaurant employees $18,000.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
So, how does the club work? Do you have to register? How
Yeah.
do I know that it's the right club for me?
Well, we give you a very easy way to join for $1. So you get to try it out for $1, okay? And that dollar that you try it out with is not even coming to us. That's going into the tipping pool.
Okay.
So you're responsible for this next tip that we're going to do. What you would do is you go to the website, which is kinddiners.com, and you can see the restaurants. We're not hiding anything. You can
Okay.
see what restaurants are on board, and we have, like I said, about 152 right now. Most of them are in Palm Beach County. We're trying to move into the Treasure Coast. We've got probably 20 or 30 restaurants on the Treasure Coast. It doesn't cost restaurants anything to be a part of this. It's a free service. All they have to do is promise to um, uh, reward our guests with 20% off the bill. So you can check out the restaurants, look at menus, look at their backstories, their social media. It's a great way to find new restaurants, make a dining decision, and be incentivized to actually go and try new places. Because without our local restaurants, it would be a very different world. And I think we experienced that back in 2020 for 3 months.
Yeah.
How weird it was.
So the restaurants that are participating in this, are they? You said that they're not charged.
We're not
to
charging them. No,
participate.
they don't. We never charge them one dime.
Is there a reward to them for participating outside of the fact that you're gaining some more
Actually,
business?
there is. We have a couple of other perks for them. Well, first of all, they get their own membership card that they don't have to pay for. But we have a whole list of preferred vendors that work with us. So if a restaurant decided to come on board with us, if they wanted to use ADP for their payroll services, they get 20% off ADP. They get 20% off at Banyan Printing. They get 20% off here, there, and other places. So by being in the Kind Diners network, they get perks at our preferred vendors, which offsets the 20% that they're taking off when a Kind Diner visits.
Did this start here in Florida?
Started in Palm Beach County.
And you're currently expanding within the state, yes?
Yes. We're sticking to South Florida because we are still so new. We have a chicken and egg thing going on here. We make money. The revenue is generated by the members. But the members will be more attracted if we have more restaurants.
Right.
So we have to always be getting new restaurants on board in order to get new members on board, in order to grow the Gift of Kindness Fund, which
Sure.
is really what it's all about, is giving back to people who work in hospitality. So we're kind of doing two things at once. So we're keeping it in South Florida right now until we're profitable, because we're not yet. But the more people like you who give us a platform to get the word out, the better, because it's a win-win. It's a win for the restaurants, it's a win for the consumer, and it's a win for the people who work in hospitality, who are sometimes treated very poorly.
Yeah.
And there's been no advocate for them lately.
true.
No, there just hasn't. And we come along and do this nice thing. We recognize their work. We recognize that people should be patient. Treat them with kindness. They're servers, not servants.
Right.
They're somebody's grandchild. They're somebody's daughter, wife. Why would you treat them why would people treat them meanly? And they do every day.
They do. We live in a rough society now.
Yeah.
You know, you see things going on and getting worse all the time
Yeah.
that you didn't see 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know, people have turned to this self-fulfillment phase of their life where it's not just a matter of I need it now. I need it now the way that I want it because I'm the only one that's right and that's the way that it's going to be.
Yeah. Or I'm going to write you a bad review on Yelp.
Yes, yes. It's hard.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the restaurant business for years.
Okay. I
And
didn't know that.
I dealt with these lovelies that you're
So you know
talking
exactly
about.
who
I
I'm
know
talking
exactly
about.
who you're talking about. I needed this 20 years ago. You know, it's difficult for people to make a living. you compound this attitude that people think because exactly what you said, you're my servant,
Mm-hmm.
because I have the ability to sit on this side of the table and not that side.
Yeah.
People don't realize that it's a job.
And it's not easy. I
No.
think everybody should be required to work in the hospitality business, work on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and deal with with customers for 1 week. This planet would be different.
Oh, without doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Without doubt.
You don't know until you've actually done it. And customer service is hard enough, but usually customer service is dealing with one person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a server, you're dealing with 4 people at this table, 6 people at that table, 2 people over there, 2 people, all at the same time.
Right.
It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
the hardest job. You are multitasking upon multitasking. People don't realize that. They think, oh, they're just taking my order and bringing me food. No, it's
Right.
much more
It's a
than
lot
that.
more than that, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Taylor, how do you decide? You said that you go out monthly and you do a surprise tip
Yep.
with a waitress. How do you decide where you're going to go?
That's the most asked question. Well, like I said, we started after we did it twice. The first tip was at Southern Kitchen in Lake Park, and I'm telling you, my life changed from then on. It was just such the coolest experience to hand over 5 $100 bills, and then the whole rest of the restaurant, everybody who worked in the restaurant came over to the table to say thank you. We did not expect that.
Mm-hmm.
So after we did that twice, I said to my partner, his name is Guy, and he's awesome. He cries every time. I said, we can't keep this to ourselves. We've got to bring members with us, a member.
Mm-hmm.
So we choose a member at random every month, and it depends on where they live. If they live in Jupiter, we're going to pick 3 or 4 restaurants that are their favorites, and then they get to pick which restaurant. So that's
So
how
the
we
member
decide.
picks where you're going to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Sometimes, though, it's not just a random surprise tip. Sometimes, if we find out that there's a restaurant employee in need, in crisis, we will donate to their GoFundMe. We've done that several times. In June, Augustina, bartender for 10 years at Salute Market in Palm Beach Gardens, was in a horrific car accident, traumatic brain injury, and they were doing
Wow.
a big fundraiser at Salute, and so the $500 that month went to Augustina's GoFundMe. And my biggest problem is that we only had $500 to give.
Mm-hmm.
The more members we have, when we get to 1,000 members, we're going to have $1,000 a month. We don't have 1,000 members yet.
Right.
When we get to 5,000 members, it's $5,000 a month, and so on. So the goal is really, more restaurants we have, the more members we have, the more we can give back each and every month and do something really, really good with.
So I register for this. Do I get a card? How do I? How do
I forgot to
identify
bring it.
myself?
It's over there. Can we cut? No. Yeah, you immediately get your mobile membership card. So
Okay.
the second you sign up, you can go out and use it.
Okay.
In the meantime, we make you a beautiful silver membership card with your name on it, and it has a QR code, and that's what the restaurants scan to make sure you're a
Okay.
valid member. And yeah, it's all
That's
it's
how they-
all like that. It's
that's how
magic.
they figure you out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We need a little magic every
Yeah.
once in a while, don't we?
And it goes month to month, so if you don't like it, you just hit a button and you cancel. That's it. But we do have, if you want me to, I can give a promo code so your watchers can try it for $1.
You are welcome to go ahead.
Okay. So the promo code, the website is kinddiners.com. And all you have to do, you go to the restaurants, go to the restaurant list, see what restaurants we have. We're adding new restaurants all the time. And if you want to join, go to memberships and use the promo code KINDVIP. KINDVIP. And you'll
right.
get the first month for $1.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
what a great way to support the community, folks. It's a great way to give back to somebody that deserves it, somebody that might be struggling a little more than what you understand. And, you know, how hard is it to go out and be nice to people? We're out every day anyway. You know, we give the message all the time. Do the things to other people that you want done.
Exactly. Golden rule.
It's so simple.
Golden rule. And restaurants are really expensive these days. Have you noticed? So saving 20%, it's kind of like flipping the clock back to pre-2020 prices. Our members are saving roughly $50 to $250 a month on dining out, and they're finding new places. And,
That's great.
And they're spreading, they're just being nice. So the people who work in restaurants really, really appreciate that.
It's a great way to entertain yourself. It's a great way to learn new things, and it's a great way to do something nice for other people. Be sure to visit kinddiners, that's 2Ds.com, and look into your membership, find out the restaurants participating in your area, and do something nice for somebody else. We'll be back.